What you are witnessing is an absolute unprecedented breakdown of courtroom decorum. No warnings, no delays, no final appeals. On the direct order of Judge Marcus Caldwell, United States Marshals have just physically intervened in a federal courtroom, seizing documents, blocking against, and effectively placing this high stakes trial into a state of total paralysis. The defense did not just step over the boundary, they erased it completely. After the explosive release of the so called Witness 40 recordings, Judge Caldwell delivered a ruling so severe it shook the entire court system. Attorneys were ordered out immediately. The courtroom was sealed. Federal marshals physically positioned themselves between layers and the judge bench. This was not a delay, this was a shutdown. The justice system had hit a breaking point. So, what caused such an extreme response? 47 minutes before the marshals entered the room, a devastating leak appeared online. Audio files from protected witness interviews recording that were never meant to exist outside federal custody. And worse, those recordings appeared to directly link members of the defense team to a coordinated effort to manipulate testimony. This was no routine legal dispute. This was a federal judge declaring war on what he described as a direct attack on the integrity of the court. And I have the timeline, the transcript, and the footage. I am about to show you what they do not want to see. But first, understand who Judge Caldwell is. He has spent 23 years on the federal bench. He has overseen mafia trials, terrorism prosecutions, and massive RICO cases against cartel leaders. He is known for being calm, controlled, and nearly unshakable. Court insiders describe him as the most composed man in any courtroom until today. Marshall secures this courtroom. So, what did he have that pushed him to that point? Here's what the Witness 14 recording actually reveal the reason armed marshals are now standing guard. Witness 14, whose identity remains sealed under federal protection, was a key insider expected to testify about financial crimes at the highest level of defendant organization. Court filing shows this witness had first-hand knowledge of forged records, secret accounts, and coordinate effort to block federal investigators. The leaked audio includes three separate phone calls between Witness 14 and people the prosecution says are tied directly to the defense team. In the first call, recorded 11 days before trial, a male voice tells the witness, "You don't need to remember everything. Being confused works in every favor." That alone raised alarms, but the second call was worse. 8 days later, the same voice returned with a warning. "If you bring up the March transfers, things change for everyone, including your family." Legal expert reviewing the transcript called it classic witness intimidation, barely disguised. But the third call is the one that reportedly made Judge Caldwell visibly react. This call happened just 72 hours before trial. A different voice, this time female, delivered what prosecutors now call the knocked out below. "Your testimony package is ready. Study the summary. Do not go off script. Any deviation and your protection agreement may no longer apply. They prepared script answers. They treated witness protection. They designed testimony for a federally protected witness to memories. According to prosecution source, forensic analysts have matched voice pattern from these calls to phone registered to two junior attorneys working under the lead defense counsel. One source told Reuters that when this evidence was presented to Judge Caldwell in an emergency meeting, his response was immediate. This court will not participate in manufactured perjury. The recordings also include operational details, reference to money, future favors, and consequences for witnesses who stray from the plan. Former federal prosecutor Daniel Harrington, after reviewing the transcript, said, "In 3 decades of federal prosecution, I will never seen defense side witness tampering this explicit. This is not ambiguous, it's criminal conduct captured on top." The evidence package reportedly contains 14 separate audio files totaling more than 6 hours. Text message records coordinating with defense members, financial document showing payment routed through a shell company to the witness relatives, internal strategy, memos discussing how testimony should be managed, and here's the part most people missed. These recordings were not leaked by prosecutors. Court sources said they came from inside the defense team. On internal collapse, someone turned on their own side. Former Justice Department official Cassandra Webb told MSNBC, "When leaks come from within the defense, it means someone decided loyalty was not worth prison. That suggests the corruption goes deeper than what we have heard so far. This was not a paperwork mistake. This was not miscommunication. This was organized criminal behavior by officers of the court. And now they are audio proof. Subscribe now. This case is unfolding in real time, and I will release updates the moment new information drops. Now that you have seen the evidence, the path that lead here becomes even more disturbing. This trial, already called the most important white-collar case in a decade, began 17 months ago with indictment against corporate executives accused of running a multi-billion-dollar fraud scheme. Pensions funds was drained. Retirement saving vanished. Thousands of workers were left financially ruined. Prosecutors say bribes were paid to regulators to keep it all hidden. From day one, tensions were explosive. The defense, led by veteran attorney Harrison Mercer, used what critics labeled scorched earth strategy, attacking every document, filling endless motions, and accusing prosecutors of political motives. The prosecution, led by Assistant U.S. Attorney Patricia Delgado, insisted the paper trail was undeniable. 3 months in, warning signs appeared. Judge Caldwell issued a rare formal warning after defense lawyers were seen communicating with a juror family members at a public restaurant